the 2021 Donruss Elite 1 box. Pick your team. We have Terry McLaurin of the Washington football team. The Elite deck, Nick Bosa, the 49ers, going to Josh. Then we've got Tua of the Dolphins and Luke Kuechly of the Carolina Panthers. And it looks like we have a memorabilia right off the bat, and it is going to be Spark Plugs. Joey Burrow of the Cincinnati Bengals going to John. Alrighty. J.J. Watt of the Cardinals, followed by Stephon Diggs of the Bills. And then we have a Dylan Moses RC, and that is out of 80-68 of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Sean, followed by Drew Brees of the New Orleans Saints and Jerry Rice of the San Francisco 49ers. Michael Thomas of the Saints, followed by Frank Gifford of the Giants. Then we have the Tom Brady out of 399 of the Patriots going to John, followed by Jonathan Taylor of the Colts and TJ Watt of the Steelers. Peyton Manning of the Colts, followed by DK Metcalf of the Seahawks. Then we have Patrick Jones II out of 999 of the Vikings going to Haley, Zeke Elliott of the Cowboys, and Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. T. Higgins of the Bengals, followed by Michael Strahan of the Giants. The Elite deck, Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers going to Nick. Following that up by DeAndre Hopkins of the Cardinals and Matt Stafford of the Rams. We have Devontae Adams of the Green Bay Packers, Sam Darnold of the Carolina Panthers, the Full Throttle Justin Jefferson out of 99 going to Haley with the Minnesota Vikings. That's a pretty card right there. Then we got Tom Brady of the Buccaneers and Von Miller of the Broncos. Following that up, we have Khalil Mack of the Bears, Joey Bosa of the Chargers, the Ascension Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs, June Edelman of the Patriots, and DJ Moore of the Carolina Panthers. I love that they have Mahomes on that when he got hurt and is not the reason they won the game. Next up, we have Calvin Ridley of the Falcons, Delvin Cook of the Minnesota Vikings. Then we have Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys, and that is going to John, followed by Josh Jacobs of the Raiders and Hollywood Brown of the Ravens. Next up, we have Derrick Henry of the Titans, and it looks like we're going to have an auto right there. Followed by an Elite deck, Juju Smith-Schuster of the Steelers going to Jake. And then we've got James Robinson of the Jaguars and Brian Urlacher of the Chicago Bears. And our auto, it is going to be a QB pen pal, and that is Davis Mills, blue ink of the Houston Texans, and that is going to Cynthia. Nice blue ink auto of a QB right there. And a QB with a lot of potential upside could potentially end up seeing a lot of playing time for the Texans this year. Then we have Jared Goff of the Lions, followed by George Kittle of the 49ers, Javon Holland of the Miami Dolphins, and that is going to John, followed by Saquon Barkley of the Giants and Larry Fitzgerald of the Cardinals. We have Joey Burrow of the Bengals, followed by Mike Gesicki of the Dolphins, the 2001 Donruss Elite Throwback, Azeez Ojulari of the New York Giants, followed by Jalen Ramsey of the Rams and A.J. Brown of the Titans. We have Aaron Jones of Green Bay, Quinnen Williams of the Jets, the J.J. Watt die cut out of 24. And you know what that... Excuse me. You know what that means. That means it is going in the mag. Getting magged up right there so that it doesn't get damaged trying to get it into a top loader. Then we got Barry Sanders of the Lions and Tom Brady of the Patriots. And that J.J. Watt is going to Cynthia. We have Myles Garrett of the Browns, Justin Herbert of the Chargers, Daniel Jones out of 399 of the New York Giants going to Justin, followed up by Joe Mixon of the Bengals and Derek Carr of the Raiders. We have Matt Ryan of the Falcons, and it looks like we're going to have a turn of the century auto, followed by the Elite Company. This one, Trevor Lawrence, Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, and Mike Williams. So we will randomize that at the end, followed by Justin Tucker of the Ravens and Juju Smith-Schuster of the Steelers. Here we go, our turn of the century auto, and that is Dwame Brown of the Washington Football Team out of 199. And that is going to Mark. Justin Jefferson of the Vikings, Tyler Heineke of the Washington Football Team, the 2001 throwback Julian Edelman of the Patriots going to John, followed up by Dak Prescott of the Cowboys and Dan Marino of the Dolphins. Brandon Cooks of the Houston Texans, followed by Nick Bosa of the Giants. The rookie on deck, Devonta Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles going to Timothy. And then we've got Josh Allen of the Bills and Elvin Kamara of the Saints. Next up, we have Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs, Joe Montana of the 49ers, Tylan Wallace of the Baltimore Ravens going to Jesse, followed by Brett Favre of the Packers and Darius Leonard of the Colts. Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers, Jamal Adams of the Seahawks, the Jalen Waddle of the Miami Dolphins going to John, followed by Russell Wilson of the Seahawks and CeeDee Lamb of the Cowboys. Nick Chubb of the Browns, Brian Dawkins of the Eagles, the rookie elitist Kadarius Toney of the Giants going to Justin, followed by Jalen Hurts of the Eagles and DJ Chark of the Jaguars. Julio Jones of the Falcons, Travis Kelce of Kansas City, the Spellbound Dan Marino out of 349 of the Miami Dolphins going to John, followed up by Rob Gronkowski of the Buccaneers and Drew Lock of the Broncos. Alrighty, let's randomize this one, why don't we? I got it, I'll write it on there so you can finish up with that. And this is going to be between the Jaguars, the Texans, the Cardinals, and the Chargers. Let's see how many times we're going to randomize this. 7 times. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is going to the Houston Texans. All right, let's run down these rookies. We have the rookie elitist Kadarius Toney of the Giants going to Justin. The Jalen Waddle of the Miami Dolphins going to John. Tylan Wallace of the Baltimore Ravens going to Jesse. Welcome to BreakTraders, Jesse. Azeez Olahari of the New York Giants. The New York Giants. And that is going to be going to Justin. Followed by Javon Holland of the Miami Dolphins. Javon Holland of the Miami Dolphins going to John. Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys going to John. Patrick Jones of the Minnesota Vikings, and that is going to be going to Haley. Followed by the Dylan Moses out of 88 of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that is going to be going to Sean. And now on to the featured cards. We have the full throttle Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings going to Haley, followed up by some poker. We got the rookie on deck, Devonta Smith of the Eagles, Nick Bosa of the 49ers, Aaron Rodgers of the Packers, and Judy Smith-Schuster of the Steelers. Steelers going to Jake, Packers going to Nick Bosa going to Josh, and Devonta Smith of the Eagles going to Timothy. Then we have our memorabilia. That's the Spark Plugs, Joe Burrow of the Cincinnati Bengals, and that is going to John. Followed up by a turn of the century, Dwame Brown out of 199 of the Washington Football Team going to Mark. And then our two big hits, we have the J.J. Watt out of 24 die cut. The J.J. Watt out of 24 die cut. And then we have the Davis Mills of the Houston Texans. Davis Mills of the Houston Texans right there. And those are going to Cynthia. Alrighty, folks. That is the end of break 1050. We will be back in